That's the only thing I see about that. I'm sorry. It looks good though. It looks promising. The maps are a little better than Soldier Front. A lot of them are still kind of small, but I mean the firefights are still kind of happening in the same areas. So the maps need to be a little bigger, in my opinion, and stuff like that. But you know, it's a young game. It hasn't been out very long. So that's that. Some tips. I plan on releasing a money-saving guide on that. I've pretty much got that down. I got that down really quickly, actually. Just want to maybe play the game a little more to before I release that and stuff like that. Really though, what I'm basically going to be saying is use the default M16, don't put any equipment on it, and just pick up other people's guns. That's going to be the best tip I can give you, and that will save you a lot of money in the long run. So that's what I suggest, and the M16 is not as bad as a lot of people think it is. So that's that. Other than that, you know, it's definitely a step up from Soldier Front. So, you know, I'm hoping I'm going to get some really good questions on that game, actually, because it's a lot more, you know, maps are a huge part of first-person shooters, and maybe in some eyes, even kind of in mine, the biggest part of a first-person shooter, what really defines it, you know, the type of game it is. Maps are one of the biggest things that define that. So, you know, send me some questions and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm kind of excited to do that. I've been playing it just so I can learn more about it, so I can better answer some questions. So hopefully see you there. Heck, post some events on AskTheFurryOne.com forums for some playtimes, and hopefully we can play together. Okay, here we go. Next question. Hey Fred, I got a couple of questions. One, could you rank the guns primary only from best to worst in your opinion, not including secondaries and nades? Okay, I'm assuming this is for Soldier Front. I really don't want to do this because I'm sure people are gonna like take this literally and all kinds of stuff. I just kind of put the weapons in tiers. I don't know what is the best exactly for the most part, but I kind of put them in tiers here. I really don't want to do this, but you know, you asked for it, so here we go. The first tier, the top tier, is all the sniper rifles, all three of them that are out right now. Dragunov, the PSG-1, and the FRF-2. I see those as the best guns in the game just because they're one-hit kill and you can shoot them all the way across the map and all that kind of stuff. Instant, quick scoping, all that, you know, all that good stuff we always talk about, right? Okay, the next tier is the good assault rifles and stuff. It includes M4, Uzi, FAMAS, and 94, AK-74, and K2. Those are, you know, those I see, and maybe even the Galil, maybe. Yeah, I put the Galil in there, I guess. Those are, you know, good assault rifles and just good guns. They have pretty good advantages and not too many disadvantages. And then the third tier here is the guns that they seem to have a little more disadvantages than the rest of the guns. We got P90. Well, I don't know though. P90, it can go either way. You see, I don't like putting these in tiers because you can use every single one of these guns successfully. You know, it's just a matter of knowing how to do it. But I just put P90, M16, SIG, G3, STG machine guns, and then the last one, it's just K1, G36C, and HK5. That's really probably not a very good tier. I'm sure a lot of people would argue with me. Don't even bother because, you know, I don't really rank these guns. I can't really comparing guns in Soldier Front. It's kind of, you know, useless in my eyes, and it's not very important. Don't take me literally on all of those lists. I wrote it up really quickly. Also, I did get the G3. I just got that like an hour ago, and it is a very strange gun, let me tell you. Do not buy it yet. Let me do a weapon tutorial on it. I want to play with it more before I do the weapon tutorials. We just got an update in EG, so I plan on covering the update next episode, but all I can say is don't buy the G3 yet. Please hold off. I was trying to decide whether to buy that or the Dragunov, and I knew the Dragunov is probably the best gun in the game or the second best gun in the game. So, everyone was saying the G3 was really good, so I bought it. Just I wanted to see why it was so good and all that stuff. And actually, I'm very glad I bought it because I'm hoping I'm going to save a lot of you some SP and money and stuff like that. But please wait on that. The main thing about that with me is it doesn't seem too accurate, but just please let me play with it a little more. It just seems like you need to be more of an advanced first-person shooting player to use that gun successfully than all the other guns in the game, or most of them. So please don't buy that gun just yet. Just a warning. Let's see here. Next comment. Would you ever use a image of you or your brother and maybe names if you don't mind, and don't draw a picture like Garmain did? Oh, you said don't draw a picture like Garmain did. Oh shoot. I thought you said go ahead and do it. I don't know. We'll see. We will see, won't we? The future will tell. My guess is I'm sure it'll leak out eventually, but I'm trying to save it for something good, something good. Maybe some convention or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I did draw a picture. It's just there's me right there. Let me highlight that a little better. Right there. And there's my brother. I don't know why. Anyway, that's that. Yeah, sorry. You said not to draw it. I thought you said draw it. Thanks, Ferret. Yep. Next question here. Oh yeah. If you don't like any answers I give in this episode, please ask again. That's how it goes. Hey Ferret, what is your state of mind when preparing to play? Example, I'm gonna win this. That's a very good question. Actually, one thing I see, I always talk about don't look at your score. Episode 10, I think I kind of commented on that. That is kind of going I kind of talked about going into the game thinking I'm going to beat everybody, I'm going to win, all that kind of stuff. Watch episode 10 for some more talking on that when I'm playing bridge. But actually, I don't even think I'm going to win. I mean, there are times where I see my enemies. We play like one game or something. I see how they play, and it's like, okay, there's almost no way I'm gonna lose. They're just not experienced enough or something like that. They don't have the right equipment or something like that. But that's not what's going through my head. Really, what's going in my head is I'm just focusing on the game. I don't pay any attention to winning, losing, anything like that. I'm really just it's kind of hard to explain. I'm just really focused on my gameplay. I'm really focused on surviving, what's going on around me. I'm really just focusing on what's happening in the game. I'm in the moment. I'm not thinking I'm gonna win or I'm gonna lose, or I'm not thinking this person's fun to play with, or this person's gonna be a nice challenge. Well, I think those a little bit. I'll think that momentarily. I'll go like, yeah, we're having some fun. These guys are fun to fight. These guys are challenging, or these guys are pretty smart. They have some pretty funky tactics, or something like that. That's just an observation. Those are observations. That's not what I'm really thinking. It's really hard to explain. It's just I'm in the game. I'm thinking, okay, where am I going to go next, or where did the enemy go, or where do I think they're going to go, what guns might they be using, so which way should I go? All I'm doing is thinking about my decisions in the game, which way I'm going to move, how I'm going to move, what my next action is. That's really what's going on. Really, quote, I'm going to win is not what is going in my head, at least when I'm doing good. I did say, when you're looking at your score in a game, you actually tend to do a little worse, and that happens to me occasionally. It happens to everybody, even me, and that's really why I know that, because it's happened to me so many times. I'd see myself. I'm like, man, every time I just keep pressing that score tab thing to look at my score, I'm actually playing worse. I wonder why that is, and then I kind of came to the conclusion and the theory that